another interesting section is the standing up part. So why I always advocate this because you have to have you have to have the full bubble. You have to know what to do when you put your back on the mat. This has been studied way more, different instructors, and you have to stand up. It's the same thing like in a closed guard. You have to stack to kill the guard and pass like this, or you have to posture up. So posture down, posture up, both are equally important. So standing up part, and this is kind of my contribution to that. I would say it's less studied area, but we see it in the fights, in some jiu-jitsu fights, and definitely MMA people stand up, and it's a very, very annoying direction to have. I'm talking about experience when I'm developing this, that people don't expect me to stand up with them. And so it comes with a price, but it has to be there. So I don't say it's the best. So I will show you what I mean. So we dealt with this, all those things that seatbelt, and if everything is good, pull. If they can't pull me, in any direction, I want to go forward. Usually what happens is they try to come after me. So what happens? They start to, they lean the weight forward, and this what happens, yeah? This happens. So now this, I'm doing it wrong by the way right now. This allows me to stand up, yeah? So usually this happens, and exactly what we did on a mat happens here. So one more time. So for me to stand up, if somebody's a lighter weight, I can just do it by will. When you develop stuff, I highly recommend that you take somebody like 20 kilos lighter than you, because you can have the wrong body position, then still stand up, you don't injure your back. Your arm is safer. If you try it again with your own weight, the closer weight, let's say the injury risk for developing this is higher. So don't do it. So here, and now I wait for them to come after me. I still have that. I need that leg because otherwise they go behind me too much. So go. So this happens, yeah? And now I have tripod. I talk to the camera, but actually my head is like this. Because here it go choke. Here is like a quick choke. If I have this, go for a choke. It's very, very hard. So, and now I'm doing this. And now the sequence is I only stand up if I switch my arms. I do this, and now I switch, yeah? Because now this leg is coming in, and now arm is free to fight. Otherwise, if I would have this, right now this elbow protects the hook, and also I peel him off with this. But if I straight my body, that hook comes in. So, exactly from the same position, I do this, and now I stand up. And all the time, now I turn this so I can talk to camera. So, here. This can be choke. They're falling anyway all the time. So this. And now, for them to choke, they have to let go of this. Go for choke. And that's the timing. So they have to release the underhook. So they need that lever, that shoulder under control. And when they go for a choke, now they're holding a pole. And so I wait for that. I can shrug a little bit to make their life harder. But I wait for that. And then if they go for a choke, most people do, then, I shrug. Also expect that if I stand up with them, we could have some wrestling positions. And I'm not covering this in this DVD. So let's go. They're here. So here, talking to the, here, Don't stay like this because it helps them, because they can just use my back to have a good balance and they use less arm power. You should be more straightforward, not too much back, because then you're gonna fall. Just like this, you're carrying something heavy, using hooks. Even if this goes over, I don't mind because the body triangle is not there. So I'm clearing those, doing this, and then slowly, hold on, hooks. They can cross the legs maybe and do other stuff here, doesn't matter. They're expanding way more energy, and in some point if they let go, and then we have a wrestling, yeah? So maybe they go for a body lock, maybe this. So here at the moment I will reset, because then you can sit down, you can fight the body locks, all wrestling kicks in. So the benefits, I guess, for self-defense, you just get up, run away, I think for MMA guys, it's very awesome. And I think for them, for attacker, it's actually very, 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 very important because Jiu-Jitsu guys, they get inspired by wrestling. Because, okay, what to do now? How do I change from this position to wrestling? How do I do a double leg? How do I do a body lock something? I actually have also, one guy went from my back and it went right away to my leg, like inside Senkaku. So I went up and he went down. So this is very interesting topic, so to speak. What else? One more time. So, and here, let's go. Here you have to like play a little bit because if they're pushing with the other leg, push, see, the balance goes off. So you guys, you a little bit have time, but also you have to worry about here that they will do stuff. And sometimes you can stay here, switch, just hold on. And then when you're ready, they will try to yank at you back. So they will try to off balance you here. And here, if they let go like this, get the elbow, pull until the shoulder gets in. We talked about it earlier. And only reach when you know what you're doing. Yeah? You can actually pull guard from here, I guess, even if they're tied up. But this can lead you, maybe you do something stupid, your leg is here, you get taken down. Maybe just block the hip, get away. So, let's say only if you know what to do. And there's no shame. I do it actually a lot, it surprises people. I stand up, and then I sit down right away. I do it from turtle, I do it when back escapes. They let go or try to do wrestling, and then I immediately pull guard. So I go there and pull. So it's not shameful or bad, something to do. If you know, you wrestle, you run away, depends on the circumstances, get a distance, MMA, fight. So this is very, very important, and with the smaller people, you will find out where is your base, where you go up. So it has to be studied. It's like a Turkish get up, I think, a little bit with kettlebell. You learn to do it well. And if somebody is, with Ronald, I wouldn't develop that. If somebody is smaller, then he yanks and so I don't kind of fall over. So it's very, very necessary for safety reasons. But the benefits you get from this are very, very great. So I definitely recommend you spending time on that. So like, standing up from the closed guard, having a, sleeve and standing up is very beneficial. You expose your legs, you expose your sweeps, you expose yourself with sweeps, but you gain a lot. So it's a necessary trade-off to deal with. Some safety issues about the arm. So feel free to go back down with posture. So if they get my back, and wait, give me the leg, yeah. If they get this, and if some push forward, and so I need to have those things also. And I guess the worst that can happen. So going up, it's like close guard. Going up, they will off balance you when you do step, and so it has to be studied. So that's why it is necessary for with a lighter person. So you can land on your elbow, and you can also land in the lowest version of this thing. So let's say he comes after me. Go. Yeah. So, and then if he pulls and pushes, if I go. But what I don't want to do, I don't want to fall like this. So now everything I lost. Yeah. So I don't. It's like being mounted with a flat back and stuff. So I still want to have my position. And even falling, it looks kind of bad, I think, when I do it from higher up, so to speak. So I'm doing this, and now I fall. And so what I don't do like this and this. I fall like this. So that's why it takes time. Somebody pulls, so not everything goes to the joint. So I right away get to my stance. I'm not doing this and then this. So that's why it's dangerous. So you would have to know how to fall from turtle. We covered that on a previous DVD also. So that's why this is very, very kind of dangerous, that if you fall, somebody falls on your shoulder joint, with their force. So develop that. And even stay with lighter weight, stay here, not like this, as a triangular base here. So all those things are covered. You can have their leg, and not this strong, and not here, because this is already lighter. So this is a safety issue that you have to deal with, and lighter people, definitely. And the turning around escape, it works also here. So if you do a better job, or if they're more tired and lazy, so if you get enough separation from the hips and upper body, if they're a little bit more behind me, then they're coming up with me more. But if already here you did a good job. So here they sometimes have really already hard time, coming after me. So then tripod, head down, leg up, and the important part is you don't injure your elbow. And they fall off. You can circle and then do this. So I have this more angle here. So I get more separation. And this has to be there. So if you feel they're kind of sagging, so let's show it. I had this in seminars, that if somebody's sagging, and you like, this side is so heavy, and it's super weird right now to kind of stand up. So this is a very nice moment for you to like back away a bit. Hold on. And just do this again. And then a hip. So you have to, if you decided to go up, so it has to be a little bit cooperated with a partner, what they want to do. And it's totally okay to also do those things. Okay? That this going up pressure sometimes creates so big pull back pressure, that sometimes I accelerate and go back to here. So because they might not allow myself to put my back on the mat, because that's what I'm always doing, getting up. And if I'm going there, they're gonna pull me so much down that I'm gonna accelerate through their safe zone, and I'll just put my back on the mat. So they have to give me something when I have that angle already. I purposely myself stand up more because I wanna inspire people when I roll with them, because not many people expect that direction. So I guess you can do that same thing, because it inspires them to develop techniques against that. So they will be better off. It's kind of late to improvise in tournament when somebody does that. So like I said, you do a service for a gym, but think about also your good pressure, good posture going up will create all the reactions actually that you can pull off putting your back on the mat even better. So that kind of jab cross idea that I'm always advocating, it's always there. So, and what to do when, it's kind of your choice, your feeling. So techniques are kind of, all have to know the same thing. So it could be like, you can create clones, but there's a lot of personalization there, that how do you use it? Then you can make it yours. So keep that in mind when you're developing your skills. Let's stay more in the stand-up section now. But overall, basically, fundamentally, what I want to say, it's the exact same things that I'm looking for here, the angles. So what you see me doing stand-up is the same angle I'm trying to keep also what I'm trying to do here. So one thing, like you can test yourself with the smaller people. So, yeah. So right now, let's say half Nelson, yeah, power half, go. It is actually kind of weird to do. And now I have to clear this. There's a triangle threat a little bit, so I have to manage this. But now it's just off, and now I don't want to live, head forward and then get back. So power half from here, it's better to do it when I have arms on the mat. Better to do it when I have arms on a mat, I'm a little bit bent over, and then those things can work. But right now, if somebody tries to crank me, go. If they get this, that might work. But how the hell is gonna yank that up? And also this is the key. If I kill this, and now I cannot turn, head goes first, and then you're ready to wrestle. So example, what worked really well. So stand-up also gives you certain benefits. It's kind of hard to go there, yeah? So the balance and everything. But when you get there, I would say, what I usually say in seminars, you get like a superpower. So, and then the trade-off is, there's some trade-offs, but you want a superpower, so you have to get there. And it's kind of fun also for just another benefit, like I said, for a gym, is smaller people will develop a lot of fun games because they like to be monkeys on a like bigger person. And that's why it's fun sometimes to train with bigger people if they know how to roll with smaller people, because smaller people can, roll around them and stand up with them. With the same size person, you won't do that for long. So I think for a wide thing, or for a social, interactions and getting better friendships, I think those kind of trusting games that bigger guy won't hurt a smaller person, it's very necessary, and it's kind of fun techniques to be aware of. So some other stuff that can happen in stand-up is just notice that we're starting in a center position. So I let him do stuff, so he goes for a choke. Yeah. So he needs that side mostly. Yeah. So when this happens and it's already neutral, it's bad. So your job is to kind of always get that angle. And now even if he wants to get to the side, I'm always trying to do this. Yeah. And then peel and go. So one more time. So that's already, I'm talking to also camera, so I would be pushing this because he wants to balance this way. That makes my life way more difficult. So I like to balance and hide your legs. I'm trying to get the legs and go. And now I'm not afraid of it because there's no way they're gonna, even if they pull. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but eventually they slide off. So I have to keep that, even with the double lapel grip. Yeah, so I need this. So this is, I would probably do this, but for you I would recommend, a little bit more shoulder. So they want this. Even some people put this leg over the shoulder. So you want this way. And then again, I have to wait a little bit. Here also maybe just go down maybe, so you have to let go. So game continues. And forcing the game on a mat sometimes forces them to let go. So just if you like to enjoy that, so that's the twist you like to do. And the centerpiece is the most problematic. So don't let them behind you. You want to prevent or over exaggerate. So another situation is when they actually get that choke. So now we're talking about really dangerous situations. So here and so go. So that's the problematic one. Go back. So even if they get the choke, it's actually, so my goal is this, and I don't want them to grab this, and so go. Everything is to this leg, and now turning out is a possibility. One more time. So this leg getting crossed is super important. Go. So go. So now the choke is a little bit on. Let's go. Yeah, and pull, and now wait. Now this starts to be possible. So, and when this leg goes already too deep, then you're in more trouble. But also you can do the same thing from this kind of angle. The hook is in, so those go. Those angles are super dangerous because you can't actually turn around because they will pinch your head and a knee. So go. So go, choke. So this bottom leg is the dangerous one. And if I have those things, the angles in a stand-up are a little bit sometimes like better when you have a one knee on the mat. So I promise you will have fun with those things because you will get bored with the regular stuff, and getting out of those deep trouble situations becomes more fun, and you become more resilient to chokes. You feel what chokes are on, what chokes are not. And people actually learn better chokes because the angle has to be very good for you to tap. So there's benefits for both. So definitely lighter people, 20 kilos. So you can make decisions. They're not choking you right away. So that finding those angles are very, very important. Another kind of very, very late scenario that I have been using and getting away with is when I can't turn towards them, kind of, and then I have to go with a choke, and it creates almost a choking situation. So I'm going to demonstrate that, what I mean by that. So let's say if there's a choke. So, and now I'm doing this. Which way we're going to go? So, pull. And we have this, and pull, pull, pull. And so it's a little bit like a trouble-ish situation, but the key is that I turn. I don't roll with them. So if I might make a difference, go. If I roll, he will choke me. So if I just roll, it will happen like this, and then it's a choke. So what I have to do, I think we talked about that circle, and then I cut. So I use the mat like we talked about peeling off stuff. So I need that angle. So if they go, let's go, and this angle, go. And then even if we go this side, even if there's a leg, pull. So you just turn around, the angle is already gone. It wasn't the perfect, so to speak, the position, but after that deep choke, you don't get everything back right away. And then you can go to the stick and then right away get more back. So you kind of fight things back, inch by inch, so to speak. So this, I have done like a just bail out like idea that if somebody's just jumping, you just run with them. And we've covered this with different ideas that, let's say, if somebody internal, have a clock choke, yeah, here, and then they jump and put this hook in and go for a choke. They jump kind of over me, and same idea. And I use this to peel, and then we end up in a same position, and then we fight. So it's not that uncommon to do it, but you have to miss a little bit, because if you're already standing like this towards them, it's more unlikely to happen. If they catch you like this, you're neutral and they're there, so they get a better angle, you have a harder time. So already having that position turned, always tilted a little bit towards them, kind of helps and ruins a lot of things for them. Because on a turtle DVD, we talked about also like a clock choke. Just I'll give you an example. Clock choke, do the clock choke. Yes. So, and already, even if you have underhook, but my head is like this, go. So the angles are not there anymore. So it's really, really important to understand those switches. So what I want, what they want, so they learn to prevent what I want, and I learn to some counters, so it becomes very, very micro game. And after a certain point, I don't think I can teach that. It's a feeling, and you win or lose. But I think what this all teaches you, I hope, is you understand, let's say not exactly, but you understand better why you lose and why you win. It's not a matter of just a luck or chance or, I got choked, I don't know what. But now you understand right away, I gave them that angle, I did this, they had that. So it becomes like math or physics, or you can just, do it again, you understand. And losing is a big part to develop all this, what I can do, back escapes and chokes. It have taken a while and a lot of tapping and stuff. So you can't learn this without a lot of losing. So enjoy that. But the fun part is you will know more and more why you lose, and then those mistakes become more obvious, and you will fix that, and that's part of the becoming better. So that's what I find also harder with the escapes, that I don't know, I don't say you have to love suffering. You will learn to love suffering while you know what's the game, how to get out. But while somebody's choking you and you have no idea how to become better, that's why people avoid escapes, so to speak. And they don't have a good reputation that people enjoy them to learn. because it comes with just a lot of unknown. So my goal with this and with other DVDs has been just making this suffering more pleasant and more aware, so you can enjoy it more. And it is wonderful skill to have, so I really recommend it. And there have many different matches to prove that people with good escapes are really, really annoying to roll with. So enjoy. So another position where back control can happen is a mount. And I will give you a different mount kind of frame that I use, and I guess I'm not going to explain it too deeply. You can train and try, and there's some YouTube stuff also available in my site and also Globetrotter videos. So I use this, and it's not like this, and there's underhooks and overhooks. It's different. So check out those Globetrotter videos that are Globetrotter in action site. So if he tries right now to take my back, go. That elbow is very, very nicely in a way, and there's a lot of escapes. So what I emphasize a lot of times these days, I sit up. So like always, both directions, you have to have a going to turtle, pulling guard, and also still sitting up. And that sitting up part, the back takes can happen. So what this is for, I go here. And now if they're gonna slide, that elbow is actually they wanna, push that here, and everything can happen. So if that elbow is here, go, take my back, just try. So, so that frame just keeps them away kind of weirdly. Let's do it again. So, probably back in. So even if they slide, So, let's turn. So we end up here. Again, and this is until I have this separation, I can do a lot of shrimps, I can create separation, go single leg. So this is, during the resistance I push. So while I have this, so again, I can shrimp, they can have this, the chokes are gone. If I make a bigger mistake, I may slip, and so this slips, so this takes over. So when I show you like a full sequence, I let Ronald kill that arm. We'll see, let's go from this maybe. So he goes, takes the back, so right away, see, he's not yet behind me. So he's already, that is a problem here because of the body triangle, so I have to catch this, but right now my back is still free. And now I have to shrimp on one spot, get that knee, and already land in that position. So I won't let him shrimp behind me. So, and I exactly know like where the fight was lost and won. So he wants that, I want other thing. And also, we'll see, do it again. So he clears that, so I hunt the ankle and I know what I want. So go. It's already there, yeah? So now I can do panda, I can go here, I need that leg, pump, pump, and I'm ready back. So if you have that back escape stuff, then sitting up from mount and all those things, and then it's fun to play because you have the worst case scenario, so to speak. You land, you gave the back, but you land in your posture, and you're better off, you can escape and blah, blah, blah. And if you get something else, you learn to beat that timing earlier, but you have to have, what makes the mount stuff works, you have to have the biggest fear cleared. Right? You have knowledge to deal with the biggest fear, they take my back. So if you have that cleared, then everything else becomes easier. So, and definitely I don't recommend that you will give the back and escape like this. If you can earlier, why not? So, and then you have time to, again, with lighter people, you have time to develop that. It's actually super annoying. I do it for real. So I ask Ronald now to take my back for real, and I keep that for real also. So it's super annoying, and we'll see what it does. So. So that was kind of so that is a real scenario. So we didn't plan this. So I was like, okay, you try, and I try, and that I kept my frame. So, and this is how mount escape can look. You know, it's kind of like a back threat, standing up kind of thing, and then pulling the guard. So that's kind of what I advocate. I think those clear techniques here, I think it's maybe exception. Usually it's a little bit messier than that. And knowing that the worst thing is covered gives you so much confidence and freedom. And then you might pull some exception off by right away catching them or something. So this is why also I like those kind of escape system, that it gives you freedom and you can explore way longer and more safer. Another, again, idea that, I don't know, doesn't fit anywhere, but just, you know, we're gonna just show it to you, is about keeping the angle. I will show what that means. And my back escapes are not starting when they get both hooks in, back escapes, or like, you know, my side control escapes doesn't start when, you know, side control frames, now I escape. I think it's already a pin. It's already too late. And I'm not talking about those things. What I mean by the angle is, let's say, Kimura. No, sorry. So, you have a Kimura. In a way, let's say, wrong thing would be, you know, do this, go, take my back, and have those things. Kind of, people kind of by nature, they do it. I would still prefer baby bridge, you know, stiff arming the hip, stiff arming the elbow, baby bridge, and this way of killing the, you know, the Kimura trap is very effective. I know that there's a lot of YouTube videos when people are going up and then they attack, go, and then back escapes and stuff. So right now I'm gonna show you the situation, Turmor, when they put the other hook in. Yeah, this goes in. I guess it's preventable, I guess that's the word. And now, but the idea is like, I will never give them the angle back. So they won't get behind me. And my key is to keep that angle. And this is very crucial part of that. So my elbow is out, it's already a big mistake, because if the elbow would be here, it would be easier to clear and still do a baby bridge and stuff. So I made a mistake. And now they pull me over if they're very strong, it's kind of hard to do, or they post this knee on a mat. See, wait, and still they're not behind me. And if I don't do anything, then go behind, and now they shrimp, and now they're totally behind me. So that is what I can prevent, let's call it, pretty efficiently. So even turn. And now if they go behind me, push, and now go. I can have that angle. This is actually bad, so I was moving around, so I want my arm here, because I think the power half is coming. And if my shoulder is here, they have better chance, and I guess I showed you a little bit what to do. But when I have my shoulders here, I don't think it's gonna happen, yeah? So let's do one more time. I try to do it more perfectly. It's always those cameras. So, you have a hook. Wait, this side. So I have a hook, and now they really want to go to my back pocket. And not gonna, it's actually super hard to do. If I keep my angle with this, you know, I actually want this. And I know there's a guillotine, go. Kind of like something weird happening, some MMA fight, somebody actually did it. So you would need those things, not, everything is gone. And you just wait, because there's nothing there. They usually go for a seatbelt, go seatbelt. And then you can already wrist fight. So, like for most cases, I always explain this as like a quantum physics. Yeah, I'm an expert in quantum physics. Everybody is kind of that I'm always closer to myself than him. So what I mean by that is I'm closer to my back than him, because he has to go to my back. And that is that I can prevent. So I'm already can have a defensive structure to be ready, and he has to go there. So I can always, I don't know, prevent that, so to speak. I'm always closer to the defense than he is for to the attack. So that's the best I can explain in the English language. So one more time, I will show it. And if you don't do anything like, grab the legs and stuff, go. But if you just keep this, keep the angle, it's already super hard. And now I know they're gonna yank it back and stuff, so pull. Actually, this is not the best way to attach, but pull. So this is very strong, actually. I have to be lean more forward, then this becomes weaker. Here, they have more strength. If I get my better position, I am way more stronger. So they will usually switch. And yeah, so do this, and I can go up, and so all those things will happen. So later, it's the mixture of all escapes come together. So it's not gonna be clean, so to speak. You learn it with clean steps, but later he's gonna adapt, he's gonna do this and that. So who has more, thought, so to speak, thought ahead. And it comes with experience too, because he can beat everything with sports. What I mean by this combination, 1, 2, 3, and then I have to be also ready for combination attacks. So not only one attack. So keep that in mind. But that idea that keeping the angle all the time, he moves around, I always keep that angle no matter what. And if he gets that back escape, I try to switch other side. But the idea is very important. So I hope I explained it in some way. So I guess one last thing. So with EBI was awesome because we could have a lot of isolation, like isolation, seeing how back escapes evolves. And I think a couple of guys, Rustam Shishev and Wagner Hoxha also, they stood up. And I think, I might be wrong, but I think Wagner, take that position. Wagner, I think it was like this. I don't know specific rules. Do you have to have arms here? I would actually control this better than this. But this hook, because if I remember correctly, if he got, people are doing this and kind of doing the pandas already. So pull. So this. And now it's easier to fall here. Even without pulling the hooks, like let's say if you're here, I guess you can grab the heel, pull. This is kind of slows it down, and you could have more time reacting. But even just the worst thing, pull, is to just go here and try to put your back on a mat. I would still try to turn. Go. Even like this, yeah. And here, try to catch it. Maybe body triangle. Even if the body triangle happens, I will have a better position. I can stand up because I'm here, then a body triangle, and my back is towards the mat or towards them. It's kind of worse. So, but if you can, we'll see. Somebody, there's high-level guys fighting. So if I'm being forward, clearing this, then turning is easier. So that's kind of the main thing. But pull. This is also possible, and right away you having the angle. It's kind of hard to control. Hard to control because they're pulling, they overextending and creating some slack. So if it could be add-on to the panda, but just I think it's specific to those EBI style rules. So grabbing the heel already or doing this and right away turning, because not that position is good, but just I feel the angle should be there. And this DVD section is about that turning away. So I don't find it's that hard. It's been tested not against my size at the moment, 100 kilos and muscle, but people have pulled and I'm still able to turn. So it might help to survive those overtime things. And because this rotation creates that we can start to roll, and rolling creates slack, and there's a lot of high percentage escapes while rolling. So we can also see in matches. So this might help. That's those specific people that fight under those rules. And I wanted to, a little bit add to it and talk about some ideas that you will find. And so that this going back would be the worst case. And if it happens, you know why you lost also. So now this last section will be, we tried to do it actually in the last DVD, but we couldn't manage it. So we're gonna show it now how it works in a live environment, so to speak. This is Tom, our mat rat in a gym. So we're gonna show you some isolation situations. We're gonna play it, in some minutes, and then we show it from the turtle maybe, and show from the live, because that's usually been requested, how it works and how it looks, and its techniques, and you don't see a timing there. And also I might do some things that it's not on DVD, because I cannot teach everything and that I know yet, because people haven't asked me those deeper questions. So it also maybe adds to the value of the DVD, because you see me doing some other things. But more important, I think, is to see the timing. So anyway, let's take this position, and we'll see how it goes. We will, move around, and in some point, I guess we stop. So enjoy. Thank you. Tiring. Go. Okay, so a little bit of action. You see the need always to go forward. Very annoying. So I don't specifically use at the moment escapes where I put my back on a mat. It's always there, it's there. But the DVD wasn't about those things. But I guess if I would want for him pulling, I can go there. But I find the direction just when I go forward helps me to stay on top better. And you understand the wrist fighting there, always wrist fighting. And even, I guess, for people watching, maybe too loosely defending my neck, because in a way I don't care, because the position are there. It's kind of nice to fine tune after this Corona thing, my body. So I hope you saw a little bit how it works. It is a complex system because when he did the power half and half Nelsons, I managed to clear the hooks and stuff, and always have to wait for different kind of setups and how he moves. So I always have to be aware in the moment. So it's not like I'm panicking, I'm closing my eyes. I always have to be aware. I know where my trenches are, and I wait, and then I choose my defense wisely and in a right timing. So I don't want to escape. I want to be safe, and then the escapes are coming. So if I force escapes too much, I will be blinded by it, and then I do it with the wrong timing. So I just want to read him and see what he's doing. I want to be safe, and then I'm looking for patterns of his movement when to get out. So that's also very important. So now with the gi, I have no clue what he's gonna do actually. But what I will say is people that don't know what I'm gonna do are usually more eager with all the chokes and stuff. So depends what you see him doing, because he might know there's no point. I hope he goes anyway, because he has to show, that what a normal person would do. But it's kind of sometimes contradicting because he feels that nothing's there. So we'll see what happens. We take the same position, and he can change the chokes and all those things, and we'll see how this one looks. Go. So, kind of hot. So you see, I played again, bit open. And there's argument that I'm not doing what I taught you to do. But also I want to show you I can get away with doing less. And if I get even those things, I'm way more safer actually. So this is kind of usually how I play. And the sensitivity I have towards different chokes. So this is, I can teach everybody to do. Takes a while. Doesn't happen overnight. People know me already. Started in 2017 or something. I started to play with pandas and all those things. Back escapes. And now it's 2020. So you have to spend a lot time. So, but I hope again, with the gi also you saw that it's not that, how to say it, dangerous, so to speak. But again, this confidence comes from, I know where I have to be. And he really tried a couple of jokes and probably made some faces. And so you see how it works. And that's what people have been saying, that they want to see a live action. I hope it helps. So stay tuned for more. So this time I'm gonna play more turtle. He will try to break the turtle. I will let also him take the back. I will try to prevent seat belts, and then I will let him have a seat belts. And then we reset to the turtle and show, because turtle kind of back takes are connected. So we'll see how it goes. Enjoy. And then So, this one's more about, like I promised, a little bit prevention. I can decide all this time I can escape actually, because there's no grip. I can stand up, invert. If I give him the seatbelts, then I have to keep the angle, fight the hooks. So you have to understand that he could choke me anytime, but the angle is weird. And because there's no control, so to speak, they can't go for a naked choke because I roll out. So I'm right, yeah. So it seems like he could attack and go, but it's super weird because they feel the tension, and if they go, I roll. So, and that comes with experience, but this was already like a maybe different roll, more aggressive, and you could see different parts how it looks. So it is messy, but it's all kind of based on rules we just talked about here. And again, I didn't think I went too much on my back on a mat. I think there was 1 or 2 times, but mostly I go to my knees. And there's also armbar attacks afterwards if I go to turtle. So, but I control his ankles from the top. So it kind of messes that up a lot. So you can, watch it many times, I guess, to roll. So next one coming. And now, here's the last part. So then you have enough insight. So with the gi, we start from the turtle. I try to play, again, defensively in turtle a little bit, take the back. So we'll see how it goes. We haven't choreographed anything here. So, we'll see. So enjoy. Whew. So, I hope it was entertaining. Again, I played a little bit loose to show what I can teach. So this DVD is just base layer. So I cannot teach it all because I need deeper questions. But when I get to train with people, they can feel and stuff. And then the layers are way deeper. And I can do this presentation because people have asked me questions enough. So I felt the base idea of this position turned is ready. It's been proven, it's been tested, and I gained some respect towards my fellow JITS guys that it's solid, and so this is the way I present this. And I also saw how it works with the gi, and in my mind it changes something. We're so concentrated of protecting our necks, but with too much arms. And I hope I showed that there's a way, not that it's ready, but there's a way. We can do it with even deeper knowledge and then add arms if necessary. So I hope you enjoyed this 20 minutes at least of rolling and insight to what is possible. And we have a final word, I guess, coming. So, final word. In a way, this back escape stuff brings my system together. So you saw here baby bridges, and you saw pandas here. So I definitely recommend check out my previous work. Last one was baby bridge and running man, or other way, running man, baby bridge. There's a sitting turtle, panda we call it. There's a turtle. We also have a grilled chicken open guard, but rotisserie chicken, but it wasn't here included. But in a way, back escapes are like glue that all those positions kind of happening, yeah. And you need to know where your trenches are. So I definitely recommend check it out. Watch the video here, and then you feel, do I need them or not? Because we didn't cover the turtle, so you might feel I want to really learn what I did in turtle because I played pretty open. To understand what I did, you need that DVD, or you need to study tellers yourself. Kind of hard, actually. So I've done the work for you. So and all those pandas and stuff. So definitely, I'm kind of happy. This is more like a common position for people, that not is more like maybe sitting turtle would be a fringe kind of situation, but now everything is combined here. So I hope the drilling and what we showed, I haven't never done this in DVD before, so I hope that helped. In my YouTube channel also we have, I think, a couple of sparrings, but not, we're going to be more, but so you can see how it's done in live. Definitely combine this with Firas Zahabi and Silver Fox information. There's a very good 1 hour long chunk. Then watch my Globetrotters videos. There's 3, I think. One is in YouTube channel, Back Escapes. One is Iceland camp, and one is Zen camp. Then it's turtling from the Mount, Globetrotters, and all those things. So look it up. They all, they add value to this. I think Wim has also some back escape video when he used similar Wim Deputeur, also with Fanatics. He uses some other position, but he also kind of puts the arm in and kind of stacks. So if you reach that point in some way, so you can check that, what he did, because we kind of share information a little bit. So we kind of play with Baby Rich both, and we're similarly very defense oriented grapplers. So our work kind of complement each other. So what happens to your back escapes? I think I wish you a lot of suffering. I went through this. I can honestly test that I went through this tapping phase, and that's what I can do. I can do. I know my limits. I'm not claiming that it's gonna be I can do this in a world elite level, because they're way better athletes than me and way better mentally prepared. But I clearly think that this DVD brings value to the back escape world and shows the back escapes in a very different light. I don't think it's another set like this on the market. So some things I left out, like if you wanna, probably some other DVDs are dealing more with putting your back on the mat and all those things that we didn't dealt a lot with because I don't do them much, and I gave you my opinion how to do them maybe better or what to add. So definitely there's some other sets that you need to include. And what also, when you see the role we did, what I emphasize a lot is I think the value of the back control goes down in a way when I do this. People stop attacking my back, kind of, because it's very cocky to say, I hope you take it in the right context, that they're not going to get it. So what actually happens, what's good for them, is they learn to attack, because there is no steady position if I move. So Tom has to learn how to, if right away I post, if the post is a little bit wrong, arm bars, maybe even closed guard triangles, you can scoop the leg in here and jump. So everybody will be more fierce. That's also what Aram Milam, my good friend, said about my system, that people's gonna be more fierce against just attacking because we're lazy. Overall people, yeah? So, and if the steady position is open and attackable, people do it, then they're not willing to train transitions. But what I bring to the table, and what we have to learn, again, from the first year, whatever, first day we come to the mat, is to attack during transitions. And I think if you get this position, then you right away understand there's a submission, just combining everything. And also back is there. But I think for, IBJJF, 4 points, but other than that, MMA, I think there's value, but, if they don't do it in a high level. And you can also watch Robbie Lawler, Colby Covington match, because that was what Robbie did. I really enjoyed the first round. And I don't know how he knows that, but I'm grateful for him that he was able to do it. He lost the match, but I couldn't care. I couldn't care less, because he showed that it's possible to do it in a very, very high level of our sport. And he used like pandas, and he was sat there just defending chokes with this shoulder up, and it was really fun because I'm not that athlete, yeah? I cannot do it in that level. So usually that's my criticism, like people show it like, where's the evidence? People doing it in a high level. So watch that match, first round. Many people missed that. It was very genius and very inspiring for me that it works. And we should study it further, I'm not saying we should just roll without the arms, but I'm saying we can go deeper and find out how it works and then add the arms. The arms are extra, not necessity. So I think this kind of system forces people to have very good habits of attacking transitions. And that is how good people get caught in the competition, attacking transitions. And this creates stamina, this creates combination attacks. And so that's my theory when I'm after those trenches, that there are those trenches that still, I don't know, I'm not saying in a bad way, many people don't believe them, but there clearly are trenches that we can be safe in. And we have to find them. That makes beginners' life way more easier. That is one big reasons I'm doing this, because people would stop saying that it's, suffering and it's hard and I get demolished and its first years are heavy. No, it's not. If you do this, if you have my Hawkings and Baby Bridges and Running Man and Turtle and Pandas and all those things, it is hard, but it's not that as people say it is. So I think it's important that people would stick to it. And if we make that first year period more pleasant, you're still gonna lose, but you exactly know why. You know why you lost, and then it's fun to come back to the mat and do it again and again and again. So, I guess for mostly I do it for beginners, because they would have an easier time and people would do more jiu-jitsu and quit less and all those things. So, I hope I accomplished some of that mission, so to speak. So thank you for supporting. I'm a guy from Estonia, and through Fanatics I could express my ideas. So thank you for your support. That's my job, to travel around and share my knowledge. And I hope I meet those people that are invested to this and actually went through this and studying, and then my job is to give you personal or seminars and stuff, so that extra feeling, that because you need to feel it to understand it better. So pretty long monologue, like my style. So thank you. And for me it was very fun, and this time we do the drills and stuff, so I really want to meet what people say. And I hope you liked it. If you have any criticism, you write to me. Watch my YouTubes, Globetrotters in Action, and I guess you look me in Facebook, Instagram, and see you around. So, thank you.